Hello everyone, thank you for attending our class this afternoon. So our topic is about functional relationships of the different organ systems in ensuring animal survival. So for the learning competencies, you must be able to identify the different function organ systems and explain the functional relationships of the different function organ systems in ensuring animal survival. So let me ask you a question. What do you do first thing in the morning when you wake up? Okay, anyone? All right, some says that they do morning exercises, very good. Some says they eat their breakfast. Okay, some use open their phones. All right. Okay, so uh, every day we use our body to do uh, different daily activities like exercising or working out, like eating, even the breathing, okay, thinking. So our body do a lot of complex things, and it is very important to maintain our body doing proper functions, right? So before we go deeper to our activity, let's have our first activity. So in this activity, you're going to check the link of interactive organ systems sent to your Facebook group chat and explore the anatomy of different organ systems and identify the function of the following body systems. So yeah, if you want to answer or if you would like to answer, you may raise your hand. Okay, so can you please identify how the following organ systems work? Okay, very good. So that is the function of the digestive system. How about the respiratory system? All right, so that is a nice answer. Okay, so how about the circulatory or the cardiovascular system? Okay, thank you. For the urinary system, okay, so that is a nice answer. For immune system, okay. For the endocrine system, anybody? Thank you so much. For the muscular system, how about the skeletal system? Okay, so thank you. So now that we all know now that we refresh the different functions of these organ systems in our body, so let me show you a few examples. Okay, so as you can see here, can you please identify what organ system is present in these pictures? All right, thank you. The skeletal and the muscular system, very good. How about this one? Okay, so the answer is, all right, very good. How about this one? The reproductive and the central nervous system. How about this? Okay, so the respiratory and the circulatory systems. So the question is there functional relationship between organs of different organ systems? So for us to find out if there really is a functional relationship between the different organ systems in our body, let's have this activity. So this activity have two different phases. The first one is the resting phase. So in resting phase, you're going to place your index and middle fingers between your jaw and neck. for around here and count the number of beat for 15 seconds. And then remember your pulse rate. Okay? Okay, so can we start? Put your index and middle fingers between your jaw and neck. So here's your neck and your jaw. Then you count the number of beat for 15 seconds. Then remember your pulse rate, okay? Okay, so now that you have done the resting phase, we will go now to the post-workout. Okay, so now I will be asking you to stand up and do 20 jumping jacks. So after doing, remember, if you're gonna, after doing the 20 jumping jacks, count your post-exercise pulse rate for 15 seconds. So right after doing 20 jumping jacks, count your post-exercise pulse rate for 15 seconds, and then explain in the class what can you infer between your pulse rate and your breathing rate. Okay. All right. So as you observed, after doing an exercise, your pulse rate increases. And as the pulse rate increases, your breathing rate increases also. So another question is, what organ system is responsible for the breathing? Okay, so the respiratory system. And how about the pulse rate? The circulatory system. So that is how the body systems work. Um, uh, how different body systems work together. So remember that body systems do not work independently. So like what we have done earlier, the respiratory system and the circulatory system works together to what? So as we breathe in fastly, the oxygen travels to the body through the blood. All right. So the blood is being delivered all throughout the other parts of our body, and then after the oxygen travels, okay, it will be changed into carbon dioxide, and then the carbon dioxide travels throughout the body, pass through the heart, back to the lungs, and then the lungs will breathe out the carbon dioxide. So that is how the different organ systems do work together. Very good. So each body system works in conjunction with other body systems. So like what we have said earlier, those organ systems work together. So another activity, you're going to identify the body systems that interact together for each scenario described. So we have here number one, lungs supply oxygen carried by the bloods to the cell of the body. So what organs and organ systems are responsible for this activity, for this interaction? Okay, very good. The lungs, the heart. Okay, so the lungs belongs to what organ system? Respiratory system. Very good. How about the heart? The cardiovascular system. Number two, kidneys remove waste from blood. So what organs are responsible for this one? Okay. Very good. So how about for number three, the chewing, swallowing, and movement of food through the digestive tract? Very good. So it would be harder for the digestive system if we do not have teeth to chew the food, right? So the teeth, which belongs to the skeletal system, grinds the food so that so that it is easier for the digestive system to move or to digest the food that we have eaten. Very good. So how about for number four? All right, very good. How about for number five? Muscles in the leg cause the tibia and fibula bones to move upward. So as we lift our feet, or as we lift our leg, we are using what? We are using the muscle and the skeletal system, the bones. Okay, so very good. Very good answers. So let me show you an example of how the respiratory and the cardiovascular system work together in a detailed manner. Okay, so as the lungs breathe in, the blood starts to be oxygenated, and then it is sent to the heart, and then the heart transport the blood, oxygenated blood, to the different parts of the body. Okay, so when the blood becomes deoxygenated, it will go back to the heart, and then go back to the lungs, and the lungs exhale the carbon dioxide. So, as simply as this is how the two different organ systems work together. Okay, so for another example, so as you can see here, we have here the kidney. So the kidney has nephron. So what happens is each of your kidney is made up of about 1 million filtering units called nephron. Each nephron includes a filter called the glomerulus and tubule. So the nephrons work through a two-step process. The glomerulus filters your blood, and the tubules returns needed substances to your blood and remove waste. Okay, so this is how the blood is being filtered by the kidney. All right. Okay, so how about this one? Okay, with the chewing, it will be easier for the digestive system to digest the food. Okay. Next is, all right, so the same with our example previous, or our previous example, this is how the oxygenated blood travels, um, or how the oxygenated blood travels from the lungs back, go to the heart, and then the heart transports it to the different parts of the body. And when the blood becomes deoxygenated, it will return to the to the heart. And then the heart um, pump it back to the lungs, and the lungs breathe out or remove the carbon dioxide in the blood through breathing out. Very good. So, all right. So, um, for the last part of our discussion, can you please complete the sentences? This is the first sentence. Digestive system relies on the blank system to deliver the nutrients to the entire body of the organism. Very good. The circulatory system. So the circulatory system, as we all know, like what you have said uh, um, in the first part of our lesson, the circulatory system is responsible for transporting the nutrients throughout our body. So the digestive system relies on the circulatory system to deliver the nutrients to the entire body of the organism. How about for this one? Alright, so the respiratory system provides oxygen to the different parts of the body with the help of the circulatory system. Very good. So the carbon dioxide from cells is delivered from the circulatory system back to the Very good. The respiratory system, so it can exit the body. How about this one? The blank system and the blank system work together to create body movements. Okay, very good. So the skeletal system and the muscular system work together to create body movements. How about for this one? So the liquid byproduct from the blood will be excreted from the body through the form of urine. Urinary system. Very good. So for our evaluation, let's go to Kahoot. I will be giving you the code. Okay, I will be giving you the code. So you can answer it after after we end our class. So before we end this, you will have an assignment. So write a paragraph from this scenario. So for example, you are a smoker and an alcoholic. So what organ systems will be affected by this kind of activity? Okay, so do you have any question regarding our topic? Okay, thank you so much. So thank you for your active participation. You may give yourselves a round of applause. Very good. So that will be all for today. See you next meeting. Goodbye, class.